So today I'm going to use some scrap papers along with the Lawn Fawn Magic Spring Messages stamp set and die set to make a couple of Mother's Day and Father's Day cards. Hey guys, it's Beth. Welcome. Like I said, today I've got the Magic Spring Messages stamp and die set, and I'm going to focus on Mother's Day and Father's Day since those are the two holidays that are coming up next. And then I also have the coordinating die set, and I am going to, this is from Not Too Shabby Shop, and I'm going to use some scraps because right now I am focusing on using up some of my scrap papers, and we are going to put together a couple, like a Mother's Day and Father's Day card, and then I'll be prepared for the coming holidays. All right, so I do have my pieces pre-cut just to kind of make things go a little quicker, but my first piece right here is my card mat, and I found a scrap that would be big enough to be 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 to fit my A2 size card base, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inches. And then I have another strip of kind of like a lighter yellow paper here, and it is 2 by 4. So it'll just fit inside the card mat down there at the bottom. And then my focal piece, the pretty floral paper, is 4 1/4 by 3 inches. And that was kind of the piece I started with when I was pulling out my scraps. I really liked that floral, and so I was trying to find some patterns that would coordinate with that. And then that other strip is about 3 1/2 by 1 inch, and that's just going to go across that focal floral piece there and give a place for my sentiment to rest on. And then lastly, the sentiment will go on the front of the card. And one of the things I really liked about the stamp set was that it had, like, you know, some of the big spring events. You got Mother's Day, Father's Day, graduations, Easter, best wishes, which could be like wedding, it could be graduation, it could be birthday. And then I did like that it had the coordinating die set that will cut out like some of the extra little stamped flowers and eggs, but then also it's the exact size to cut out the sentiments. So to finish off this card, I'm just taking a couple of the scraps that I had left and adding them to the inside of the card to decorate the inside, as well as use up the last bit of that paper, because like I said, I am trying to use up scraps. So here's card number 1, my Mother's Day card. And then next we're going to switch to some more masculine colors. This time I'm using a craft card base, and I have kind of that dark blue burlap pattern that is again cut down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 going on as my mat. And then the kind of chevron striped piece there, it is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2 inches. And then I just found a strip that would coordinate. I wanted something other than blue, so I happened to find this green strip which coordinated perfectly with the green and the chevron. And it's about 3 3/4 by 1 inch. I'm just going to add that down at the bottom, and then we'll add my Father's Day sentiment, which this time I stamped it on craft cardstock to coordinate with my card base. And then I felt it looked a little bare, and so I had some more scraps of that blue burlap, and so I just punched some stars out to kind of sprinkle those around just to add a little bit of extra detail. So after I fumble with that one and get my stars on, and this video is pretty much real time. I did speed it up just a little bit, cut out some spots where I deliberated, but I mean, these cards went together pretty quick once I figured out kind of the design I wanted. And then on this inside of this card too, I'm just taking a strip that I had left of the blue burlap, and we'll tack that in on the inside. And so that's it for these two cards. Really simple, really fun. And I will include a link in the description box below to the Not Too Shabby shop for the stamp and die set. But I thank you guys so much for your time today and hope you all have a very crafty day.